So I'm going to try to make this into a long story short, but I was on vacation and my new SX230, well, kind of new, it fell on its face while fully zoomed, and the gears and the lens are messed up. So I tried taking it apart once I got home, but I just couldn't get into that to fix it. It's like the most involved fixing of cameras that you can get, and they wrap that thing in so many ribbons that it's hard to just get apart. I mean, it took me forever to get this apart, but anyway, I'll just probably store this in my storage for parts. I hate to throw it out, but I might sell it. I haven't decided or not, but if anybody needs a chip that's a good circuit board or any of these other parts, I would consider selling them. So while I was on vacation, I had no choice but to buy a new camera, and the newest Canon didn't have the features I wanted, so I went with Nikon. It's my first Nikon. I've had Canons. Here's my original very first SD700, which was a great camera for its time. The bummer I'm facing and why I'm making this video is the batteries. I have this brand new camera, and the Canon batteries are just like the Nikon batteries, except the pins are slightly off, and the voltages are the same. The mAh is pretty much the same, which is just the capacity. So what I did was I took apart one of these Canons, and I know this is a good battery, I've just tested it in that one, and I used my Dremel and I matched it up to align the pins perfectly with the Nikon, and I know they're hitting once I get it in there, but it doesn't work. It must be something to do with the resistor or this T-pin. I'd like to know if anybody knows how that works. I guess I'm going to have to give up at this point because I know it's in there and it's lining up. It just won't turn on. I've also, this Nikon doesn't come with a standalone charger. I have to use the USB cable, which is a pain. So I Dremeled out this Canon charger so I could see the pins and make sure they're lining up. I haven't tried it yet because I don't want to risk this battery. I bought a backup, and I'll try that one once I get it, a cheaper one. But you get what you pay for pretty much on batteries. Whoops, that was backwards. But yeah, if anybody else ever tries this, just make sure that those pins line up, because you don't want to get in the wrong one. But those kind of are flexible and you can get to line up. I've tested voltage between T and positive and negative and positive, and on the Canon it's about 0.04 volt difference, and on the Nikon it's 0.02 volt difference between T and positive and negative and positive. Don't know what that means, if it means anything. But it's a real bummer I can't use all these Canons I have that were working great for that camera. I mean, they would work, I would go on like extended trips and they would work for a long time before I had to replace batteries. And now I'm stuck with just one battery with a cable for charging on this camera. So, yeah, I guess that's about all I wanted to say on that, and I'm talking a little bit different than my other videos. Yeah, so if anybody wants to buy that or any of these parts that I know are good, have been using my Dremel a lot lately. Alright, battery dilemma.